offered that tangible benefit. He said, make America great again. And while people made fun of that, that actually meant something to these voters. And what Hillary's problem was, is that she ran on her resume, which ended up just being about the past. And people wanted to move forward. And that is probably the most key thing that these voters liked about him. And it's not, you know, these voters, it's not just the poor voter. It's not just the one that's been economically impacted by trade or technology. It's also the upper middle class and middle class voter who feels a sense of loss of power. Not power in the way that we look at it, you know, in a boardroom or in Washington, but power in that their lifestyle is going to be different for their children and their grandchildren. These are people that are not mobile.
And one thing,
yeah.
One thing that you said that was so interesting is Hillary Clinton's ad strategy was to focus on outrageous things that Donald Trump has said. And she kind of ceded the populist argument to Donald Trump.
Yes.
You say that the media took Donald Trump literally but not seriously, while Trump supporters took him seriously but not literally. Explain.
Well, you know, I straddle two worlds, right? I'm out there. I live in Pittsburgh. It's right there on the border with Ohio and Pennsylvania, and you know, and I watched voters and I listened to voters, and you know, and when he would say something outrageous, they didn't take it the way we did. You know, as reporters, we're like, he says something, we're going to ban all Muslims. Well, we're going to fact check that and see if that's something you can actually do. They look at it as like, you know, he doesn't really mean that. He just means he wants to keep the bad guys out. And they didn't take everything that they said in the most literal terms. And I think that was sort of the disconnect between us as reporters and the voters. They kept trying to tell us those things. He doesn't mean those things in the way you see them, in the way you hear them.